Howdy, y'all. I think I'm live. Hopefully the sound is good. I'm going to be monitoring that in a sec. Hopefully it will refresh itself. I am at home. Howdy, y'all. I think I'm live. And yes, apparently I am live. So great. Awesome. Again, howdy. I'm Professor Parks, PhD. Luna was around here somewhere, but she has decided to leave, which is surprising because typically if I'm sitting here, she also not only has to sit here, she has to sit here. But anyway, the reason why I'm going live real quick is because, I don't like editing videos. I don't like uploading videos. So the best way for me to actually communicate is by going live. So I don't anticipate being live for more than, say, 20 minutes or so, because I got to go back to work. Yes, I know it's a Saturday. That's my life. Anyway, the reason why, as the title of this stream suggests, this is a thank you to my patrons. This has just come in. I have used Patreon money to buy myself, buy the observatory a 32-inch telescope. I need to slow down. My ADHD is getting ahead of me. Yes, we have a 32-inch telescope already. What I have purchased is a 32-inch television. The reason for this is twofold. The first is, in our control room, we have a very small screen dedicated to the webcams that we have set up around the observatory. These webcams allow us to monitor the telescope, the dome, the RA motor, what's going on in the control room. These were specifically designed really for remote observing because you can also access it from the computer. However, it is really nice to have in person because we have limited screen space. So instead of opening up the program that shows those webcams on the computer itself, you can just look over at the monitor and see if anything wonky is happening with the telescope or the dome. Usually what we really like it for is to see whether or not the telescope and the dome are misaligned in any way. But anyway, so it's, like I said, it's a very small screen. I decided that we needed to upgrade that, and in addition to that, and really this is the primary motivation, is I want to use this as part of our public outreach. I'm going to hook this up to probably my tablet or a laptop, and from it I can show usually what we have in paper format, which are slide decks, which talk about our programs, both from a department standpoint and an observatory standpoint, such as, hey, if you want to major, these are the classes that you would need to take. Or, hey, if you've got a kid between the ages of 8 and 15, we have a summer camp just tailored for that person. And we were going to be expanding that. So I wanted to have something that we could pull out during public events to be able to sort of show that. But on a more interesting note, at least for me, we can also show various apps. Like the app that I'm currently in love with is Solar System Scope. It is a fantastic little app. It is free. I think you can upgrade it for like $3. I haven't upgraded yet because I want to see what the non-upgraded version can do, because I want to see whether or not I can implement that into any kind of labs or anything like that. So I definitely want to I kind of want to display that. And then my recent, as of yesterday, obsession is Science on a Sphere. It is a program created by NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association? I don't know. I'm not a climate scientist. But Adam, one of my channel supporters, or channel members, or rather subscribers, he's on my Discord. He brought me onto this. And although Adam, you should be a subscriber or a member, he put me onto this, and I am seriously going to put together some kind of grant to actually bring this to GMU. What this is a 6-foot sphere where you can project different maps. And there are a slew of maps you can project onto the sphere. Various climate scenarios with the Earth from various different time frames. You can demonstrate how the climate has changed over a long period since 2009. You can see where the earthquakes are happening. You can see fires. But from an astronomical perspective, you can also put up a map of Mars or a map of the moon or even Io. So yeah, it is fantastic. Now, how that relates to this is they also have an app. And so on that app, you can basically look at these maps in a 3D perspective, or a 2D perspective. But the point is, I can take that and I can project it onto the screen, and I can at least start to do what I want to do with Science on a Sphere, which is just having little, I wouldn't call them programs, but during kind of public events, I can kind of take a moment and talk about light pollution, for example, and actually have a map to show people. Or if I want to talk about features on Mars, I can do that very easily using the app. So beginning of the month, I get paid by my patrons, and particularly one in particular. And yeah, I was like, I know exactly what I want. I want a television that is large enough to get the job done, but small enough that I can easily heft it around and take it places. So yes. So anyway, cat in the background. Yeah. There is Looney. Oh, actually, you can't see. There is Looney. So that's Luna. So Luna says hi. So yeah, thank you for this. I'm going to go in and actually get this installed, and hopefully it works, and I will kind of keep you informed. So thank you everyone for that. Howdy, Clive. You've come just in time for me to sign off. Oh, one last thing I wanted to point out is, or to say as an update is, I am now in, I've been communicating through email, and I just actually popped on to his comments or his live stream just to say hello. I'm setting up basically a time for me to go onto Flatzoid's channel and talk about something. Now, in the original email that he sent me, he mistakenly thought that I was Will Duffy, so he wanted to talk about biblical cosmology. When I corrected him on that, he basically said that we can discuss anything that I would like. And the point, as I mentioned at the end of my last stream, is I am very curious as to know why Flatzoid is has so vehemently rejected conventional science and has rejected any attempts to sort of correct him on that. So I'm very curious about his motivations. I strongly believe they are biblical in origin, considering that he wanted to talk about the Bible cosmology with Will Duffy. So it will be on his channel. I will ask to see if I can mirror it on mine. And yeah, hopefully we can have a nice, cordial conversation, very much like I did with Sleeping Warrior. I was going to say Iggy, but the second conversation really wasn't civil. Witsit, Dan, that sort of thing. So, yeah. Clive, I'm kind of curious where you're seeing that I'm a geocentrist now, but yes. And part of that email exchange, Flatzoid said that he thought that I was a geocentrist. I'm not. I went on his live stream, let him know. So I think he's more aware of who I am. Hopefully he will take the time to check out my channel, at least one or two videos, and like one of his panel members, Sovereign, does. So anyway, I am Professor Parks, PhD. I make content on astronomy, science skepticism, and mental health. If you like that sort of thing, please like, share, and subscribe. And hit that bell for notifications, because I'm a chaotic son of a bitch, and I post irregularly. Something I'm trying to work on, but as today would indicate, I went on basically in 5 minutes notice. So I actually don't know what the bell notification will do for you, but hit that bell anyway, just so you can be notified. If you would like to support the observatory, like folks have done with these, then please consider becoming a Patreon of mine. The link should be in the description of this video. If not, it's in the About page on the channel. All monies there go to helping the observatory, and particularly I am focused on things that will increase our ability to engage with the public and to bring astronomy to those who don't typically have the resources to do to see it or do so. So yes, if you want to help with that endeavor, please consider becoming a patron of mine. If you'd like to help me financially and put money into my little greedy paw or grubby paws, please consider becoming a channel member. All that money helps to go support me, and hopefully, eventually, maybe, kind of, sort of, this might actually turn into a viable revenue stream, and so I can maybe hire an editor. So I can actually put out edited videos. So yeah. Yes, thank you, 42. Please hit that like button. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day.